What's up, you guys? Man, this is Grab a Real Podcast presented to you by Portal Prospect Productions, man. Appreciate all the love and support. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. We're here. It's week 12. Live and in action. Action, Paxson, Jackson. What's happening? But listen, it's a lot of stuff, developments that's going down. A lot of things is going to be shaken up. A lot of stuff going to get ironed out. And as we seeing, stuff is getting ironed out. So, first, I want to say this to the NFL. Reason being, y'all screwed teams on their schedules. How you gonna backload the teams? And I got the team on my shirt. How you gonna backload a team's division schedule like that? 6 of the last 8 games is division games. You have to spread those games out. They can't be back to back. Having Baltimore, then having to go on the road to play the Browns, which I'm about to get into. Let's just talk about Thursday Night Football, man. What's going on, man? Forget that, man. Forget all that pleasantries. I'm a Steelers fan. I want to say that before I get started. So, we deserve to lose that game. Shout out to the Browns. And I never do that. You know, I hate them motherfuckers. I still do. With every bone, it hurts for me to say this shit. It hurts for me to say it. Shout out to the Browns. They won the game 24-19. They looked like they was deserving to win the game out the gate, though. I was watching us the way we playing. Too damn sluggish. It looked like we got out of a slugfest with Baltimore. And that'd be the issue. If you ever look at Tomlin's record, you can go look at it. It's a direct correlation. If you look at his record, not only on Thursday night, but the game after Baltimore is an issue. It always is. Because we put so much into beating Baltimore as far as emotions, physicality. Now you got to go to play the Browns, who's a physical team, regardless of their record. They're going to be physical defensively. You go into a game on a short week. You don't even get fully proper rest. You got to go play that game. I think Thursday night games are hell. Be honest with you. They are. They are. It's another way for the NFL to make money. It's a terrible thing for the actual players that's on the field. We don't even really get good games on Thursday night. Think about that. When's the last good Thursday night game we got? I mean, you can consider that game a good game if you were, don't have a dog in the race, I guess. But I don't consider it a good game because that's not the same team. I don't care what nobody said. That is not the same team. Waiting a couple weeks is going to validate exactly what I'm talking about now. A couple weeks. Just give it a couple weeks. It's going to validate what I'm talking about right now. Which is you're going to see us against Cleveland again in Pittsburgh. And you're going to see us smack them up. It's going to be now that game is going to be a smack up. You're going to see what I'm talking about. It's going to show like, damn, you get it. Let's just say we play. If we would have got the proper rest, I have no excuse. There ain't no excuses anyway because you got to play what you got to play anyway. It doesn't matter. Regardless, it don't matter. I just don't like how they smashed our schedule up. That's all. NFL screwed us from the jump. So it's all right. Russell Wilson, you holding the ball like a loaf of bread again. Dan Moore cannot block Myles Garrett one-on-one. I don't know why y'all keep on doing that. T.J. Watt was not there. Minkah Fitzpatrick, I don't know what the hell you were doing. And I don't know, man. I just didn't. When we got spark, when the offense had spark, the second Justin Fields get in the game, he gets a 30-yard run on a read option, almost hits his head on the goalpost. If it wasn't for the defender from the Browns stopping him, he'd have been gone. That's when it sparked. He gets in the game in the red zone. We immediately score a touchdown. Do you understand what I'm saying? When Russell scored his touchdown on the next drive after that, after Herbert's strip sack, it was from outside the red zone. That is my thing. If we don't score outside the red zone, when we get in the red zone, it should be Justin Fields, and Justin Fields. That's what we got to look at, too, in the offseason. All this reports coming out talking about Russ is the quarterback for next year and Russ is re-signing with this stuff. No. We're going to be in the Ben Roethlisberger situation again. Don't do that to yourself. You got a young kid here who you can develop, who has an arm, can play. Let this kid grow. Let's just take this as a leap. And let's go into the offseason with him as our quarterback and going into the future. Now, if you want to draft a quarterback in this draft class, 6th round or whatever, whatever round you want to draft him in, do that. Do that. But to me, keep the young guy. Don't the old guy. No. Let Russ go get paid somewhere else. That's what I believe you should do. Because his mobility's gone. He looks small in the pocket. Offensive line is not the greatest offensive line in the world. We have a line that can protect a mobile quarterback. That's how good our line is. We can protect a mobile quarterback, a guy who can get out of danger. Justin Fields did not take as many sacks as Russell Wilson is taking because Russ is smaller. He needs to be able to see. He can't see. And the older you get and the less mobile you get, it's going to be an issue. I don't want us to be in a position of where it's Big Ben all over again. And I love Big Ben, but when his mobility was gone, he couldn't get out the pocket. Now you can't protect yourself. We don't have the offensive line that you can just stand back there and, yeah, we don't have that. That ain't us. That ain't us. I'm just, like I said, if you Pittsburgh, what you do is you get up, you move on from it. Get up, move on from it. That's all you can do. So, I'm sorry about that long soliloquy, but I had to get that out because I've been holding that. I've been holding that down for a while now. So, let's get to the picks of the week, man. Let's go. So, we ain't gonna waste no time. Let's get to it. All right, so the Lions are traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Colts, man, at Lucas Oil Stadium. Detroit seen as 7-point favorites. 50.5 is the over-under. Detroit's on the roll. Colts look all right. I like what I'm seeing from Anthony Richardson. Don't be shocked if it was a closer game. But I got Detroit winning this game. I do. I got to win in the game. I do. Now, the 7 points is where I'm like, they could cover, come down to a field goal. But you know what? I think they're going to, I think they're going to cover. 50.5 is not enough points. Go take the over on that. And the Lions for the dub. All right? Let's move on. We ain't going to, like I told you, we ain't taking long now. We ain't going to be here long. We going to go on and get through it. All right. So we have the 49ers traveling to Lambeau Field to take on the Packers. It's supposed to snow, but I'm not sure. It's cold, though. Green Bay is seen as 5.5-point favorites. 44.5 is the over-under. Now, reason being, Brock Purdy's out. Nicky B is out. They're already out with Ayuk. Braylon Allen is starting. They got Christian McCaffrey. I think George Kittle's going to play. Debo's there. It's not Brock Purdy, though. That's going to be your issue. Can they muck it out? Because the Packers going to keep you in the game. Jordan Love is going to throw a pick today. So, he's going to keep you. Jordan Love will keep you in the game. That's one thing about Jordan Love that I know. He's going to throw you a pick, and he's going to keep you in the game. That's the only thing, the reason why I can't pick the Packers high in the NFC is because I feel that it's at any point, he can get a game away. He does some of the most amazing things, Jordan Love. He does some of the stupidest stuff I've ever seen at quarterback. I'm like, why are you doing that? So, I mean, listen. I think Green Bay's going to win the game. I actually think the 49ers cover. I think Green Bay is going to win by 3. I think it's going to be a field goal or something like that. They're going to win by 44.5. Is that 20? That might be just about right. I don't expect a bunch of scoring in this game. I don't. Yeah, so listen, take under 50. If you can adjust it, take the under 50 for that game, for sure. I don't expect a lot of scoring. All right, then we boogie-woogie our way up to Seattle, where we have the Seahawks taking on the Cardinals. This is the NFC West showdown right here. This is for first place. Yeah, this is for first place, I think. Yeah, this is for first place. At least to get the head-to-head, thing worked out. It's going to be rainy. Looks like that's the forecast. Seattle 1-point favorites. Over under is 47.5. Cardinals is coming in. They're playing really good. Really, really good football. Seattle's coming off a big win against the 49ers. They're 2-4 at home, which is really shocking to me. I think this will be a tough game. I do. I think this will be a really tough game. I'm going to take the Cardinals. I like their run game more than I like Seattle's. In this rain, they're going to run the ball. I like the Cardinals' run game. I do. I don't necessarily like Seattle's defense like that. They're not bad, but they're not a good group. I wouldn't say they're a good group. They're average, above average group. They're above average group. But yeah, no, I'll take the Cardinals to cover. 47.5 is not enough points. Take the over on that. Now, we're going out to Inglewood. It's West to watch the Eagles travel to take on the Rams. Philly is seen as 3-point favorites. Over under is 48.5 points. Stafford, man, listen. Stafford is known to do some things, right? This one of those could be a trap game for Philly, but it's not really a trap game because it's Matt Stafford. He's him. It really is. It's going to be a tough matchup, but I love the way the Phillies secondary is playing, so I'm going to take Philly. I think they picked Stafford off probably about 2 times. I do. I think they forced him into turnovers, and I think that the way Jalen Carter is, occupying that D-line, you got Nakobe Dean on the for the linebackers, and Barron. Let me give a shout out to him, 53. That dude has been a godsend for that linebacking core for sure, and that secondary is crazy. You got Quinyon Mitchell. Man, never mind. I digress. We got a first round pick that is injured. We got knee injuries, but we take him in. Sorry, my bad for timing. I don't mean that, but I mean that. Sorry. But anyway, back to this game. I'm gonna take the Eagles to win the game. I picked them to cover 48.5. Yeah, because I think offensively they're gonna be able to do what they want to do against that Rams defense. Not what they want to do, because the Rams do got really good pass rushers. So you know what? Still over. Wait. Yeah, that's still over. You know what? Take the over on this game. I got Philly covering though too. Take the over in that game. But so we can go ahead and stay in Inglewood because the Chargers playing against the Ravens on Monday Night Football. Crazy game, crazy weekend. So Baltimore seen as 2.5-point favorites. They believe in this Baltimore team. I'm telling you, bro, I ain't never seen nothing like this. They 2.5 points, 50.5 over under. Let's see. So how I break down this matchup is I think this is going to be, they love to stop the run. The Chargers do. They do. So I think they're going to really, load up resources on trying to stop, Derrick Henry. So I think that's going to be a chess match there. On the back end, they got some better corners, but they ain't locked down. Jamar Chase went to work last week. So did T. Higgins. But then there's some guys like I'm trying to muddy my way through who I think gonna win. It's a tough game, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is hard to call. I'm gonna lean on the fact that the Ravens just lost, and they're probably really pissed off about how they lost. They're gonna want to try to put on a performance. So I'm gonna give the Ravens the benefit of the doubt one last time. So last time I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I think the Ravens is gonna win this game. They're gonna eke it out. They're gonna cover that point spread. I think they're gonna win this game by 3. And I think 50.5 is not enough points. Take the over on that for sure. There's gonna be some points scored in this game because I think the Chargers are gonna be able to light them up through the air. So I think Herbert will have a fantastic time. But I also think that the Ravens want to put on a show. So I'm gonna take the Ravens to win that game. So see, we did our hot picks. talk about Thursday Night Football. MVP ladder is going to be updated. Everything is going to be, power rankings is going to be updated. All that's coming on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. This is Grab a Beer Podcast presented by Portal Prospect Productions. Until next time, peace.